Hey there, Johan's Gaming. Let's get back to business in NIMBY Rails. And we're loading the game we had earlier. Superb Syndicate, there we go. It's instantly loading, it's so amazing compared to other games. But okay, we built a number of stations in one line. And today we are going to extend south. We can go as far as Depok. But this line should eventually run all the way to Bogor, which is still a commuter line, a real life one. So let's just do that. And I'll make a time lapse out of it, the building of the line, because, well, we've seen it before. And once every track is laid and the station is open, we'll add some trains and keep it running to see if we can earn much more money today. So here's the time lapse. So we have to pay 144 million to get 7 new stations, 14 kilometers of overground track, 3.5 kilometers of elevated track, and 23 overpasses. So let's buy and continue with the installment of the routes, the line, and the purchase of more trains. Let's go. I have now added the line, and there's no trains running there yet. So I have to purchase more trains first, otherwise things will get really busy. So I'm going to purchase quite a few trains. I think we need, let's start with 6. We'll put them on to work on the same line. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now I have to set the timer. There's no waiting time here. Timings, estimated travel time. Minimum interval for all stations is 2 minutes, so they nicely queue up. And the trains are spawning here as per my request. So let's speed up this now to see what happens. Full speed ahead. New trains are popping up here. It's a queue because of the new trains, but that's okay. They will be gone shortly once the trains start heading south, as they do now. And we can clearly see we need much more trains. So we are going to purchase those. I'm going to purchase 6 more, it's okay. And 1 more yellow. And I don't think it's still enough, but let's let it run for a few minutes. Let's see the number of passengers. Let's see if someone's left behind, someone complaining, nothing here yet, so that's nice. The trains coming back are here, so we need a few more trains. I would say we need 4 more trains. I'll start with 2. And then they can space out first before we add more to avoid overcrowding on the network. There we go. Those trains spawn again in the north because that's my first station. They spawn there, so it's okay. One coming in, one going out. Perfect. Nice timing. Yeah, I think that's pretty much enough space now. So we are going to have a look at the passenger numbers. Yesterday we did 160K on a turnover of less than 500,000. Now we are at 1 million and we do the same number of passengers. Yes, but we're halfway the day in UTC time, so we will have much more cash on hand. Remember that this amount is still a loan. You need to pay it back after 30 days, 12 installments. So eventually you need to save money, but you're not going to save a lot of money if you don't expand first. But we'll come back to that later. The trains are nicely spread over the entire route. It looks a little bit messy, but it's because the time's running fast. And here we can see all the people waiting. This is the catchment area, 3.5K. Some smaller catchment areas here because it's mostly offices. I don't know if the game keeps it into account, but more south, this is a huge catchment area of 6K, over 6K, over 5K, over 6K, 6K again, 5.8, 6.3K in a catchment area, 5, 4, 4.4, and almost just over 5.5K. So that's a huge volume of passengers that we can catch, and we can have a look at the catchment area of all those trains. Let's have a look. Yes, here we can see it clearly. It's like a caterpillar in here. The stations here are quite close, but that's how they are in real life. I just kept them at the same location. Didn't move them much around. So this line will be extended south again until Bogor, the city. The train station will be, I think it's here originally. So we'll place it there later on, and there will be a number of new stations again. Since this expansion will be long, it will be quite expensive. So we have to keep it at grade level tracks, like we did for the biggest part on this line as well, on this extension as well, before we can earn some real money and start expanding with a new line. It's not going to happen yet. Well, we can take out a loan though. My first loan is 1 billion rupiah, the starting amount, and I have to pay 18 mil for the next 60 months, which is 5 years. And if I want to, I can take out another loan, which can be not approved, right? 1 billion, that's good, but the thing is, the APR is 25% for 20 million, right? 2 billion is possible, 3 billion is possible. You can lend huge amounts of money, but the thing is, will you ever earn it back? Because the monthly payments alone are almost 10% of that. That's a nasty loan. You don't want to do that actually. So no, I don't want to. We can get over more years, so the APR will go down. Well, that's better. Oh, we can have a 10-year loan. Okay, that makes it interesting to lend a lot of money. No, I can't do 4 billion, but I can do 3. I can do 3 billion, and then I have to pay 30 million a month, and the interest accumulated over time is 20%. So, well, Not yet. Let's wait for it. And see if we can borrow later on. This is the speed overlay, so you can see which parts of the tracks are slow. Most of it is pretty fast. Of course, it's every time there's a curve, tighter curve, it's just difficult to maintain speed. Not a real problem. It's a commuter line, so not going to bother with it now. Might just fix that later once there's an express service running somewhere. But that's not the case right now. So I think my line's running quite smoothly now. Let's have a look. Only a few refunds. 24 passengers have been refunded today. Yesterday there was 0, but that's okay. We have been expanding, so yep. Turnover is 1.2 million on almost 200,000 passengers, which is 3 times more than yesterday. And the number of passengers has also increased, so that's a positive sign. Yeah, we need to expand. Actually, we need to expand fast, otherwise it will take ages to get our money back. So I see there's a few trains missing here, not missing. We might add a few more trains because they're spreading out less than even. Let's do that first. I'll add 2 more to start with. And I'll put them on the yellow line again. Yellow line, okay. I'm going to extend this line south as far as possible as my current amount in the bank lets me do. From there we'll see if we need to extend or borrow more money. But first I'm going to extend the track anyway. So here's the time lapse again. So the total is 77 million over for only the track and the stations, which are ground level. Most of the trackers as well. So let's purchase this and then extend the line, and then continue with purchasing more trains on this route because the money's not finished yet. Purchase that line. Yes, wonderful. This is the end station currently, yes. And we're going to PPGS Vascasato. There we go. And we're going to add some stops. Let's find them all. B, 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 and back. Okay, the trains are now running entire length again. Interval at 2 minutes for all stations. That means we need more trains. Let's see how many we can buy. We can buy at least 10, so I'll start with 10. Put them on the track. So all my trains are on the 1 line and they're all operating. So let's see if we can earn our money. Looks really crowded here. It is, but they will be scattered along the line here. Just need some time. I'll speed it up so we can have a better look. There's a queue here, but new trains are popping in, and slowly this queue will disappear, of course, once they've all spread out evenly on the track. Because they have all the way south and all the way back again. Finances. Let's have a look at the finances. We've only refunded a little bit today. A little bit more now. Some passengers are complaining it's too expensive. And that number is increasing quite fast now. So might have a look at getting the price down a little bit. Let's make it 4.5. Does that work? Okay. The number of passengers complaining now has stopped. So, okay. Let's keep it like this, and we'll see what happens in the near future. First, we have to make sure we make a lot of money, so we can add another line by taking out a loan, because we've spent almost 1 billion on only one line, so more money is needed for sure. Or we have to wait for a night, but that's not what I'm going to do. Okay, let's run it for a bit. No complaints. 77 still. A little bit of refund. We made 1.4. Yesterday was 400. That was the first day. So I think we're doing quite well with 200k passengers. It's midnight in local time now, so there's not too much passengers now. Trains are all running though. Don't know if we can select that. Well, it doesn't really matter. Running costs are not that expensive. I don't think the game does keep that into account very much. Might change in the future update though, but currently I'll just let the trains run. No harm there. There's not much people today. They're all sleeping 2 in the morning. Let's go to our future main station, which is this one. Has a big catchment area. There's another one I saw. It was 7k in catchment area. Let's have a look. That's huge. South of this, the new one of new station 6.3. No, that's 6.3. I think it became smaller because I added this station again. So, okay, no problem. Yeah, that's still a huge amount of people there. So probably we are going to, well, we can add a rail towards the east, because there is a rail line running all the way north of the highway, this one. So we could just recreate that as well and have passengers transfer here. If we do that, there will be a lot of people here. And this station only serves 200 passengers at one time now. So as long as you add tracks, this amount will increase. If you have one more track, it will be 800 if I'm not wrong. If you add one more track, even if it's not operational, it will still count towards the total. So it'll increase, which means I can probably add one track and go to the east and one track going to the west to gain a number of, I think, 1800 passengers at one time, which is quite okay, as long as you don't have a lot of crowds there. You have to be really careful with it. Well, we could just start with one train station, right? Let's do that. Right. Train station, ground level. You can see the reach is there, so we don't want to build it too close. We'll make it 150 for future trains. 56, okay. And this train station will also get the longer one. Right. Here we go. Make it the same length, so we can work with it. 250 meters. That's a long train station. Okay. So yeah, we're just going to connect this one up. I think we shouldn't be too worried about huge amounts of influx of passengers, and we can then argue about it later, of course. Why am I trying to make a long train station? Right, should be tracks. Have to zigzag a little bit, but it's okay. Yeah, just follow the original line. It's not optimal in route for sure, but let's not be too fuzzy about it now. We need a violet here. Should we keep it erased? No, we didn't need to do that. We can just okay. This is 26 million. That leaves us enough money to buy a train. This catchment area is 8.5K. That's huge. Okay, let's build it first, and then we'll. I'll disable this one so I can see the train tracks, train lines, colors, and it's a new line, which we'll call the red line, as it's the red line indeed. I want to keep the same pricing as 2.5, 140, 2.5, and 45 cents. And now we are going to add station. I'll just have it zigzagging along, right? No harm there. So that's from D to A. I'm going to install it the proper way, so they have to wait at each station, and later on we can add or delete something in. We'll see what happens. I'll make it red because it's a proper line. Very bright red, that's okay. We're going to purchase 2 trains. Let's have a look. We're going to purchase 2 trains. No, we can't. I'll purchase 1. And then the other one I'll purchase once we have the money. Hopefully that won't clog up the entire system. Now this station, as you can see, it's an allowance of 800 passengers. As a transit station. It's not really a hub yet, but with the train zigzagging around, look, there's already 200 passengers. So we soon need another train on this track, just to have the commuters in order and to avoid this train station to be overloaded. It's not even rush hour yet, so we need to have money fast. See, it's making money, that's good. This one's making more money, of course, which is better. So I'll just let it run for a bit. And we need how much for a train? We need another 2 mil. That's a day's worth. That's quite long. Let's just have a look first and see if we can speed it up. until the time we have enough to purchase that train. So here's another little bit of time lapse. Yeah, I think we have enough money now. Let's have a look. The price was 11.4, yes, so I purchased one, but I also noticed that on the other track there's huge amounts of people waiting everywhere. Most of the stations are full, well, at least during rush hour. 200, 200, yeah, we need more trains, but we don't have the money yet, so we might just as well take out a loan soon and then get some more trains on this yellow line, and we can try to extend the red line towards the east, so this becomes a proper transit station. As you can see, it's already overcrowding. Okay, I have to find a solution for that, but I think that's something we can do in another episode. In the meanwhile, I'll have some time running here. Probably I'll take out a loan so we can continue building this inner city commuter network. As soon as it's big enough, we can pick up with a city train, that is a regional one. And of course, we have so many more places with millions of passengers. Well, and we can start building intercities, but that's still quite far off, I think. Let's focus first on the commuter lines. So see you next time.